Hello,
Hello.
can you hear me okay? Last time I had terrible microphone issues.
No, it's coming through pretty good now.
Okay, cool. Perfect.
Hello.
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 The committee is convened to review your performance.
I mean, look at that wall graphic. That just adds to the intimidation factor.
This room is called Renaissance Fair. Just join in on my laptop for the chat.
Sure.
This meeting is being recorded.
Just so y'all know.
Oh, it's the entire Renaissance Fair.
Hello.
I saw it. I'm like, what?
Wait, does it say Renaissance Fair somewhere? Oh, the name, our name is
room
Renaissance Fair.
Renaissance Fair.
No. I think this is my first time using like our conferencing rooms or software's compatibility with Zoom. Oh, weird. I could see myself.
I was just looking at that too.
Trippy.
Yeah.
Oh no, was there a survey and I didn't okay. Is Rita? I haven't checked Slack today.
Let me think.
Oh, she says you have a conflict for today's meeting.
No, that was last week.
Oh, really? Okay, yeah, December 5th. Weird.
Do I have a conflict?
Where should you really be?
Yeah.
Who do you like us more than? So you can pop out, chat.
He just did not say anything.
Oh, I see you're connecting.
Oh.
Hello.
Oh. The new conference room.
Yeah.
Right, conference room. It's the Renaissance Fair.
We have mutton.
And what is it? The what is that?
Jousting.
Jousting, yeah.
Jousting. Like that
Looks like,
arcade game ones. Oh, sorry. What?
I was just gonna say Xander had 2 items in the agenda. Then did you want to kick us off?
Yeah, I can do that. So the first one was circling back on the meeting time change. The very conclusive poll in the Gatekeeper channel shows us that we can indeed change the every other Wednesday meeting from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. So yeah, four yeses, no other votes. That's as definitive as it gets. And then so I don't know who has the permissions to do that, but you have my blessing, even though I have no power or influence. You have my blessing.
That's a good question. I don't know who owns the Zoom. Torin might know.
Are we?
Well, I'm guessing
It's-
Charlie needs to at least update the Slack notifications, right? To make sure it reminds people at the right time, the new time. So maybe let's start with Charlie.
Yeah, let's check with Charlotte. Yeah.
Wait, there's a Slack notification
Yes.
for.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like usually 1 hour before it's auto.
Yeah, it's in
automated.
the OPA Gatekeeper channel.
Yes.
And also the YouTube recording. I don't know if that includes anything.
That
If
one
we
just-
actually know who has those permissions, I can take this as a follow-up action item to chat with Charlie and Torin and get it sorted.
Charlie should have the right permissions. I know the recordings needed some updates, and we had to contact CNCF to get updated.
Okay.
So hopefully it's not a lot of work, but yeah, work with Charlie.
The calendar I appear to be able to update the calendar entry.
There's a calendar thing.
Yeah, there's a Google Calendar thing you can subscribe
Oh, I
to.
see.
Oh, really? Oh,
It's in the meeting notes, I guess.
oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I had no idea about the Slack notification.
See, I was referring to the calendar. Like, yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, okay.
Wait, but that one
That's
is
awesome.
a. Hmm. The calendar invite, isn't that just for you to save to your? Yeah, it's not the community one.
Yeah, I think that's also a good point. Xander, do you think we can add this to the community one? I know you've been working with CNCF on adding others to the community calendar.
Yeah, let me look at that. Because so the calendar that I had thought was the correct one turned out to be for like meetups, more like meetup events rather than recurring community meetings. So let me find out where we can. I know where like the Kubernetes community calendar is for like all the various SIG meetings, but I still need to figure out the right calendar for like just regular community meetings for
Oh,
the
I have
projects.
that one in my calendar. It's called like CNCF community calendar. It's for like working groups and like tags and stuff.
Okay, that's exactly what I need.
Yeah. Let me follow up with you then later on.
Okay. Sounds
For
good.
what it's worth, I don't think we've ever had like a gatekeeper or OPA.
Yeah, I think it would be good to add it. So it's in there. Yeah.
Cool. Then the other agenda item that I had was just doing a milestone check-in since I think most people are kind of finishing out the year this week. Like I know a lot of people are taking the next couple weeks off, and we've got a tentative launch date for 315 by the end of January. So I figured it would be good to just look at the issues that are in the milestone right now and see if there's any that we feel like we want to just punt to 316 or get an idea of where we're at. I can pull up a screen share. The one that I at least initially like jumps out is I do think so it disable audit for constraint, but it's enforcement actions. I don't see that making 315. Given the size of the change. If anyone disagrees with that, feel free to holler. But all right, silence is golden. I'm gonna remilestone this one.
I guess we looked at the design doc, right? Is it? I guess is the go do is to follow up on that doc. Is that what it is?
I think we're at a point where we could start implementation. I mean, that's my read on it, at least. I don't know that I could be wrong about that, but
So last we discussed, we addressed open questions on it, and I was to go through previous discussions and recording of the discussions we had to see if we missed anything and then add an implementation detail section and future design section to that doc, and then review it again so that we can finalize and then start the implementation process. So I'm still going through past recordings and discussions, and I'm halfway through, and then I'm gonna update the doc and then remind everyone a couple of days before the meeting to review that doc, and we can go from there.
sounds good. I think so. I know we're probably fine on OTEL, like that. I know there's been good progress on that. How are we feeling about the rest of the issues that are here?
Can we just go through one by one, maybe start?
Yeah. Let's look at the require sync data.
I think we need unlearn for this one, because it's system too.
I would suspect, like, I haven't been like actively looking for this one, but I don't think there's any active PR out right now, which to my mind, like, we're looking for before the end of the year, right?
Well, yeah, I guess we would need to cut an RC 2 weeks into January.
Mm. So close enough to end of year.
Yeah.
I would be surprised personally. Like I wouldn't be like entirely surprised. I wouldn't be shocked, but I kind of think there would be like a PR that I'd be looking at right now if it were on track.
Sounds good. I'm actually gonna just take a note to check with Amon before I like make any changes to the milestone on this, just so she's not caught off guard by any changes there.
Okay.
All right, sync sets.
Yeah, so I think this one was a bit of a tracking issue for me to make sure nothing falls through the cracks. As far as I can tell, even some of the test style stuff here has been implemented. I can take another pass offline to make sure nothing has fallen through the cracks. But yeah, this should be good.
To be clear, this is like, as far as we're talking about for milestones, we're just thinking about calling it alpha right now, right? As a new resource.
I think that was my understanding. Yeah, the docs are actually not contributed yet, so I can write the docs and very clearly call it out as alpha. Yeah.
Because it's a milestone, or because we're talking about like thing achieved,
Mhm.
we should know what the thing is that we're trying to achieve
Mhm.
with it.
Alpha synsets.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sounds
So that-
good. Sorry, did I interrupt? Did I?
Nope. I was
Okay.
just gonna say so that's a yes. That's good. It's good for the
Cool.
milestone.
I know we're good on OTEL, validating admission policy.
There is a PR out there, but also I'm working on a PR in Gatekeeper, so maybe before the end of the year.
How's the Gatekeeper PR working? Is it out yet, or you're still
No,
working?
it's still working. It's my personal branch right now. It's like
Gotcha.
not ready for review yet, but assuming we get it ready for review after New Year's, should we come back to this one?
Yeah, I think maybe's good enough. That's fine.
So this one is two parts, right? One is Max's PR and one is your PR,
Yeah,
Vita?
I think we can get his PR reviewed this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will have more PRs after that PR, to be clear. So it would be good to get it reviewed. That was just like a halfway point.
Absolutely. Yep.
Okay.
Sounds good. Mutate to restrict policy to specific verb.
I think I have the most state here. Well, Max probably has more than me, but we've been talking about it. And I kind of have a path forward for this. I just haven't had the cycles to look into it. It's unclear to me if I'll be able to put out a PR by the second week in January, or like
Let's say no.
Yeah.
Let's not put that pressure on ourselves.
Sure.
If it happens, that's good.
Mhm.
But it's kind of a novel thing. So it's not like a, 5 lines and done or whatever.
All right, status field on external data.
Yeah, I don't think there was movement on this one. We can move that to the next one.
Hub subcontroller watching specified config map.
Oh, this is already an open PR. Can you scroll down? I think we said something, but what's happening?
Yeah, last time I think
Okay.
we are waiting on author, guess.
We're waiting on what now?
Author.
Yeah, this was DCO was missing, and it was a bunch of conflicts.
There's a lot of conflicts.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Wouldn't make sense to open another PR but give attribution?
I think this one was gonna be obsoleted anyway. Right, because
If
we're.
we had config maps, yeah.
Sorry, you're kind of quiet for me.
Sorry, I was saying it would be obsolete if we had if we had our own resource, yeah.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is, I don't know if that's something we're actively working on, but something we wanted to work on.
Are you saying maybe we should just go straight to the CRDs?
I think so,
But I think this is a band-aid for now, right?
yeah.
So I think it might take a while for us to do the CID.
I guess, if someone does that cost analysis and it turns out that it's worth it to have that intermediate solution, like, I'm fine with that. It will be work that gets done that gets thrown away once we do work we know we're going to do, though, so definitely there should be some pretty strong cost difference.
So this change I think was really small one. The original change that was part of the PR, I think it was just like change in how we are reconciling on config map and adding some logic there. That was it.
Right,
So-
and so the problem with the PR also is that it doesn't, if I remember right, this is a memory issue, right? And this is modifying, I'm trying to click on it, but it's a projection. But the fix here is to, as you say, filter
Yeah.
at the mapper level, if I remember right. So config maps would still be cached in the informer cache, right? And we would still be establishing a watch for all config maps, so it wouldn't really fix the memory usage issue.
Yeah, but the another issue was that right now I think there was like error logs for config maps that are not part of I don't remember, but there were error logs about additional config map, and it was filtering out those as well because the filter was preventing it from reconciling.
Error logs, but they were filtered out because, this would prevent those excess error logs because we would not be reconciling irrelevant config maps. Okay. If that's true, then it would improve that for sure.
Quick question, like, is it just one user asking for this right now? Because if it is, I'm a proponent to just do it the CRDs and
Yeah, I don't think
not deal
I-
with this, because it's not just about adding the support, it's also like in the future when we need to remove the support, it may get kind of hard to, migrate. But if you are gonna do the work, you might as well do the long-term solution one.
Yeah.
Again, because I'm only seeing one person asking for this.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm okay either way.
Should I just drop the milestone from this one for now, and suppose we should
Do we feel like at least we can have a design this for 315? I think that will help move it forward, right, in 316.
For the CRD?
Yeah, the next issue basically. POC and design a CRD and controller for pub sub config.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody's asking for that one either. I think we're just doing it because we said we would, like, we're considering doing that. I mean, it's definitely nice to have. But yeah, I think so. Jay has been working on the multi-enforcement action thing, which I think has more people asking for it.
So to be clear, when I hear people aren't asking for that, I hear people aren't asking for pub sub generally, because in my mind, these two things are related, right? This is part of the path to upgrading pub sub. Is that accurate, or?
No, I was just commenting on people asking for like config map as the mechanism to provide configurations for pub sub.
Right. Well, I was trying to infer from what Surtesh said, because for you, I think it was about the fix, right? And no one's really asking for this fix other than the one person that we're aware of. But Surtesh's statement sounded a little broader to me, so I wanted to understand that.
Yeah, my I think was more like on the priorities. Do we want to work on the enforcement action one or the CRD one?
So, and again, so for me, what I hear is, is it more important to have enforcement actions, or is it more important to have pub sub? That's how I'm hearing.
Yeah, the CRDs for pubs. Yeah.
Right, CRDs for pub sub is like the immediate artifact, but it is in service to pub sub generally. And I'm trying to get a sense of which thing you see as more valuable, right? In terms of the larger feature set. Is it multi-enforcement action, or is it pub sub?
Yeah.
I think, at least from my perspective, based on very hand-wavy user sentiment, I would say enforcement actions. I've seen more ask for features enabled by that than expanding pub sub beyond the current offering of audit violations.
Okay, so you do see people using pub sub, but you think it's in like a good enough spot right now is kind of your sense. So there's more value in enforcement action.
Yeah, we are looking at it for using it for internal purposes. And then I think the config map is a good way to get it like started. I understand that the CRD obviously is a better approach. But yeah, I think this is more like on the priorities we want multi-enforcement action one versus CRDs.
Gotcha. Yeah, sorry to be like pedantic or whatever. I just wanted to get a good sense of how
Yeah,
you're
no,
thinking
all
about
good,
it
all
as a whole.
And this is to Rita's comment for the design doc.
Yeah, I'm happy to help out with a design doc when we decide to go forward with the CRD development.
And just to circle back on that question, pub sub versus enforcement actions, which one are we prioritizing on?
Enforcement actions going forward. Beyond like over taking pub sub further than it currently is. Like that was the like do we prioritize like doing the CRD and expanding the pub sub offering, or do we go forward with enforcement actions? And oh, and this is the one that we just talked about. Okay.
Yeah, are you good with the prioritization, Rita?
I guess I feel like the enforcement action stuff is more it's going to impact existing users more, right?
Existing users as in will break the impact existing users as it will break them or offer them better,
As in
more value.
I was thinking more work for them to migrate.
Oh, no, there should be zero migration. Like if so one hard requirement I would say of the multi-enforcement action design is that if you have a config that works now, it should work and work in exactly the same way post implementation of this. That was
Yeah,
that
there's a
whole
backwards compatibility section in the doc to address exactly that. Like, yeah, we will not break backwards compatibility in any way.
Right. Also, I guess like the enforcement action design is more has more progress, right? Because it's gone through a couple of iterations. I guess.
Yeah, they've both been kicking around. I think the CRD one had like a design and some sort of like alternatives doc or some kind of preliminary design. So it's not without some like historical work we could draw on, but I think that's true that enforcement action is further along.
Gotcha. Okay.
Sounds good. I'll clear the milestone from this one and then probably end up creating a 317 milestone to assign that to. All right, batch publishing for pub sub. Jay, do you want to speak to this one?
Yeah, I have not been working on this actively. And like I don't think we had any users respond on this issue to show interest as well. So maybe we can push it.
Sounds good. Status to config.
I think we can move that.
Sorry, good. Controller runtime fork.
I need to see if did they cut a release of controller runtime the PR has been merged?
Checking. No, the last one is October 18. Think no, October 20, October 26, I think. Oh, 16 is October 18. Yeah. When did your PR get merged, Max?
I forget. Let's see.
Oh, 60. The cache allow non-blocking retrieval, right?
There's a second one after that.
Okay, then I don't see that one. Let me see that. PR water max.
Proposal for dynamic informer cache 2285. October 23rd, it was merged.
October 20. Then it's not. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Sad. One day, that fork is gonna go.
Should we just leave this in for now in case controller runtime cuts a release in the next 3 weeks?
Yeah, and let's bump that PR to see when there's gonna be a new release.
K8s is cutting a new release soon, right? Usually that's
Cut today.
Already cut, yeah.
Oh, okay, so yeah, they might. That usually makes controller runtime cut a release, I feel like.
Yeah, let's check. Keep it in the milestone and check.
Sounds good. And then last one, documentation for template authors.
Whoa. Whoa. This is 2018, I feel like.
2019.
Ooh.
An entire universe away.
Well, since we have a month and couple of weeks left, and this is docs, like maybe may I champion that we keep it, because I really think our docs need more love. Like I was having a hard time finding stuff, even though I'm a maintainer. Just FYI.
Yeah.
That sounds good. I think, yeah,
Is anyone actively working on it?
I'll take it.
Ah.
I can work on this one.
Awesome.
I'll probably ping with some questions here and there, but that's fine. I can do this one. And since it's a docs PR, should be, yeah, I'll be fine. Cool. I think we're in a good spot then. I'll, like I said, follow up with Online on this first one, but aside from that, I think we're set. Thus ends my agenda items.
And my agenda item was covered by your agenda items.
Cool.
All right, let's use this time to review PRs.
Yeah, and we have 20 minutes to spare. I was gonna say, should we do a triage?
You're muted if you're talking, Rita. Oh, yeah.
Which one do you want to do? Review PRs, triage?
We're triaging the review of PRs.
Is there a vote thing?
Probably, I don't know. I have no business voting on this. Never mind.
Sounds like review then.
I think Rita's already reviewing.
Are there specific issues or PRs you would like to prioritize on, since we have a ton, so.
I mean, probably, but it's December. For me, I just want to make sure the VAP stuff maintains focus, because I think that's probably narratively the most important
Same,
thing in terms of like the broader community.
indeed. Also, I just realized like there's a bunch of questions on Slack. I don't know if so much. Also, are we reviewing or not?
Yeah, let's review. Or wait, are you mean like in front of everyone, or you're saying break and let's go review dogs? Or PRs rather.
Sorry, I thought Sertash wanted to use the time to triage.
Oh, I was just suggesting we can also drop and do review. Sounds like you want to do the drop and review.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Good to see everyone.
Bye, y'all.
Thank you.
Take
Yeah.
care.
You too.